afternoon. You can see it's a lovely day in North Riverdale, Bronx, New York. And it's sad that on such a lovely day I have to go into such a sad topic, but I, as well as many others who are active in the YouTube community, YouTube atheist community, skeptics community, social justice, feminism, all that stuff. If you're active in those circles, then I'm sure you've heard about the incident that occurred with two of the three members of the Skeptic Feminist. Now, I'm going to be honest. I checked out their channel a couple of times before I started to sort of see what they were like. And while it seemed like we definitely had some things in common in regards to our views on feminism and things like that, it seemed like what we didn't agree on is their view of Muslims and how they became more feminist when it came to women in Muslim countries, as if women all over the world, including in the States, still don't have gender issues to deal with. And if you don't remember this, I also got into a little tiff back and forth with them because of my affiliation or friendship in defending a person whose name I will not say because it's a very old drama, and I'm going to try and do my best to not bring that up again, to not have that flare up again. But basically, I was called a pedophile and a rape apologist and all that other bullshit. And they really seemed to come at me. They really took tasks to come at me without having an actual one-on-one dialogue with me. All we had was a back and forth on Twitter. And Twitter isn't always the best medium for having dialogues or anything like that. And Russian Deadpool at a point was Facebook friends with me. So at any time, crossing the street, at any time, he could have come to me on Facebook in a Facebook chat or gotten my Skype information, and we all could have had a conversation before it went the way it did, which was they got into their feelings about my position on a situation, and they decided to try to come at me in a video. So there's really no love lost between me and myself and the members of the Skeptic Feminists, but that doesn't mean that I'm lacking in sympathy for Heather's family. They just lost someone that they dearly loved, and I know that other people that I'm friends with on YouTube were pretty close friends with Heather. So my heart goes out to them. I'm trying to be there for my friends who are hurting as much as I can. And of course, my thoughts go to Heather's family. It's just a very tragic situation. And what's also tragic is that Heather's blood wasn't even cold on the floor, and the YouTube anti-feminist, hyper-skeptical community thought that it'd be funny to make jokes and to sort of spin, this narrative of, all men who claim to be feminists as, rapists, or just claiming feminism just so they can endanger women or whatever other bullshit and sophistry that they feel like peddling. Looks like there's a dead end over here. Or is it? But anyway, yeah, it was pretty tragic to see that. And what was also most tragic, yeah, it looks like I'm a dead end. I got to go the other way back. So, what's more tragic is not only, rancid mayo of YouTube just frothing at the mouth to continue to push their narrative of how bad feminist is and how feminism is cancer or whatever the fuck. And then comes TJ Kirk, aka the Amazing Atheist, who pretty much saw a way to use this tragedy to once again virtue signal on the shit that he was on him, so that he can, be like, well, see, I've started fundraisers for this, and I've done fundraisers for that, and what the fuck have feminists done? They've done nothing. Pretty much that. Because outside of any of that, he doesn't really give a fuck about anybody else but himself, and making himself look good to his subs, and bilking them for Patreon money and whatever the fuck else. TJ's known for that. I'm not surprised that he did it. I'm not surprised that he all of a sudden started a fundraiser that supposedly that'll go to a domestic violence charity or shelter or what have you. I'm not saying the shelter is fake, but I mean, even with TJ, you can't be too careful. But it's interesting that he named the charity, the fundraiser, the faux charity. It's interesting that he named the fundraiser after Heather, but the money will not go to Heather's family. It'll just go to a charity or a shelter. It's not going to Heather's family to help with offset costs for her funeral, or even a charity of Heather's family's choosing. So this fundraising attempt just rings hollow. And again, it's another virtue signaling attempt. It's not surprising to see. It's just disappointing. And it's typical. But the good news is that Christy Winters made a video, and Heather's family is in contact with her, and to my recollection, they will let Christy know the details of when Heather's funeral will be, if they'll be accepting donations and where, or if there's a charity that they would rather Heather's friends donate to instead. So, personally, I suggest you guys wait around for that and either donate money to Heather's family if they want, or donate to a charity of Heather's family's choosing. I think that'd be the best use of your money. Because strangely enough, the incident, while tragic, isn't necessarily, I don't want to say it counts as intimate partner violence, because it's not like there was a history, at least to our knowledge. But it definitely was femicide. Definitely was man on woman violence. And what makes it even more tragic is the circumstances under which it happened. I don't know if I should go into that right now, because I don't want to do a foxy. I don't want to, foxy splain to anybody. Or maybe I'll just tackle it in another video. But But yeah, if you guys could just, pay attention, try to keep up with, pay attention to Christy Winter's channel. And I'm sure once Heather's family decides what they want, they'll let Christy know, and Christy will let the rest of us know. And we should abide by their Heather's family's wishes as best as possible. And that's it. I'm going to go and see what's happening at the nearest comic shop. See if there's anything interesting. And then I'm going to head back to my job, Cultural Marxist Headquarters of America. But you guys have a good day. There are people around you in your life that you care about. Let them know how much you care about them. And try not to be so much of a dick to each other. And that's it. Peace.